Alright, this microphone's in use. Perfect, we're good. Hello everyone, and welcome to Sam and Charlie's Playbook.
The podcast where we break down the biggest plays, hottest takes, and everything sports related.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Charlie.
And we're breaking down plays like pros.
Kind of.
Okay. Right, so before we get started with what we're doing today, first of all, thank you all so much for the support you guys gave us in the last video. Seriously, your comments were really nice, and I was reading the comments, and someone was talking about how we should do predictions, and I'm pretty sure a couple people were like, well, you should do predictions on the World Cup, because that's what we're talking about, and I took that. I'm like, that's probably a good idea. So that's what we're doing today. We're basically today's just gonna be like a nice, just chill out, just talk about like.
Yeah, that's basically
just nice little talk about
predictions,
predictions going into the knockoff rounds, and just seeing like who's gonna make it far and who's if they do make it, who's in trouble if they do make it. So all right. So
I'll be starting us off.
Yeah.
With
so go ahead.
A. Okay, so when we start off with Group A, we already know Mexico is guaranteed a spot in the knockout stage from finishing first already. We already know that.
Yeah.
But I do think, though, this could be an opportunity for Czechia to get some points.
For sure.
Because Mexico guaranteed first. They're probably going to play their backup squad, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the next game. It's Mexico-Czechia. I do think if Czechia is playing their first team, if they get a good win here, they could maybe pass up South Korea.
Yeah.
To guarantee themselves a spot.
Yes.
But when we look at South Korea and South Africa, South Korea is probably going to win that, to be honest.
Yes.
But
yeah.
I do see Czechia going through as a third place team. South Africa.
So in that group specifically, if one team who's struggling right now, if they were to go into there, who would you say is in trouble? Right, is in trouble if they do make it through? Like, who's not gonna go far?
Probably Czechia, because I mean, South Africa, they're basically guaranteed eliminated right now.
Yeah, they
have very low chances.
Very low chances, and especially with dealing with like 3 red cards.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I gotta say, Czechia, I don't think they can handle the knockout stage. They don't really have many star players like how Mexico and South Korea do.
Yeah.
Mexico have players like Ochoa, Quinones, Vega. Yeah. And South Korea have Lee Kang-in, Heung-min Son, that stuff. But then when we look at Czechia, their team is kind of average.
Yeah.
Same thing for South Africa. Their team's just mainly...
Which I think it's safe to say South Africa is not going to make it.
They're already eliminated.
Yes, at this point. All right. So the next one up is
Group B.
Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia, and Qatar. So, what do you think is working well in this group stage? Like, which team is doing really well and has high hopes?
Canada and Switzerland. I mean, they're the top 2 teams.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But when we look at the bottom 2, Bosnia and Qatar. Bosnia still have a chance, to be honest.
They really do.
But Canada, I gotta say, they basically secured their spot in the knockout rounds.
Yeah, for sure.
Qatar, though, I mean, I'm sorry, but losing 6-0. You're not gonna go through if you lose 6-0.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a lot of points broken, and that's
terrible
going, and that's it's definitely something that's going to stick for a while. That's going to stick. There's nothing on earth that you can do to make it from that, unless you pull off with some crazy win, which coming from a team like Qatar is not going to happen. Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, Qatar's last game is against Bosnia.
Yes.
It's a do or die game for both of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So Canada, Switzerland. I'm going to be honest. That game's probably going to end in a tie. And then with Canada probably topping the group.
Yeah.
And then when we go into, of course, Bosnia and Qatar, I do think if one of these teams win, if Bosnia win, they're 100% they could go through as a fair place team.
Yeah.
But if Qatar win, they're probably not going to go through as a fair place team with that terrible goal difference, to be honest.
Great observations. All right, so for Group C, as of recording this now, Scotland and Morocco are currently in the game right now. So this could
change.
This could change. But for us, at the time of recording this, the game is happening. It's at the time of recording this, the game is on. But when you guys see it, the game will probably be over. And this standing is probably not going to stick how it is. So let's talk about Group C. We have Scotland, Morocco, Brazil, and Haiti.
All right. So for Haiti, I'm sorry. I just don't believe in Haiti, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because when you look at their other two teams that they have to play, Brazil, 5-time champion.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they haven't won it forever, but still.
Still, yeah.
And then we look at Morocco.
Oh, yeah.
Semifinals last year, which was very impressive.
Yeah, really impressive from them.
Still, I'm sorry, Haiti. You're probably not going to go through.
And
then Scotland.
Scotland might.
Scotland being top in the first day shocked me.
Yeah, really.
To be honest, though, when you look at Scotland, I don't think they have the quality to pull off something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if they do make it through, they're probably going to get knocked out. I'm sorry if I offend any Scotland fans out there, but it's
they're probably going to get knocked out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, at some point getting knocked out. Look, guys, we really don't want to say stuff like this, but this is our job. So
yeah, I don't think though Brazil's going to top the group. I'm sorry to all Brazil fans. I don't know if you guys have the communication. I don't know if your team is used to playing together a lot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, of course, you have really good tricksters, but how is that supposed to help you when you have to play against one of the hardest groups? Like, of course, you have to play Morocco, who you drawed against already.
Yeah.
Scotland, I mean, you guys are probably going to win that, but still. I mean, Morocco, you're probably going to beat Haiti. And then Brazil's 100% going to beat Haiti. No offense, Haiti. Yeah. But still, I do think this one could go down to the wire who tops this group. I think it's going to go down to goal difference, but
for sure, yeah.
Which I do think Brazil's probably going to win on.
Brazil. I mean,
because they're probably going to dispatch Haiti like 4-0 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you look at Brazil and Morocco,
they just have better quality.
Yeah, they just have better quality in there, and they're both they're both two fantastic teams who know what they're doing when going into tournaments like these. So and also the managers they really are like
Carlo Ancelotti, the eyebrows.
Yeah. But the thing is, Carlos Ancelotti turned down some really good players, but because of their age, like they're like kind of like gaining on the retirement category. So and the fact that Carlos Ancelotti wants young talented players is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, the one thing I'm confused about for Brazil is, I mean, calling up Alexandro and a few others and Danilo, that I don't get. Like, there are really younger players that they could have called up that would have made way much more of an impact. I still think Brazil, the main spot I think they're looking weak at right now is left back.
Left back. I think that's definitely a good one.
This is my opinion, but I do think when we go to the knockout stage, Carlo Ancelotti, I think he's probably gonna have to change formation. To be honest,
I do actually. Yeah, I have been wondering on that as well. Actually,
yeah, because when you look at the center backs, when you look at the center back quality, you got players like Gabriel, Bremer, Marquinhos, 3 really good center backs. Put them all in 3 at the back. Yeah. I think you're set. Yeah. Do that. I mean, you got good wingers as well, like Vinny, Rafinha, and Neymar even.
Yeah. So I mean, but seriously.
Brazil needs to lock in.
Yeah, Brazil needs to lock in. Morocco, I think both of them are doing great. Yeah. Scotland
in no world
might not hold up. So
yeah, in no world would we ever see Brazil not make it past the group stage.
Yeah,
unless it was like a very very hard group where they would have like the group of death with like France instead of put them in instead of France.
Exactly. Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
Yeah. All right, Group D.
Oh, this one's amazing. Absolute cinema so far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you look at it, first up, Turkey. I'm sorry, but okay. No offense to Australia or Turkey in this. Australia, you guys have a good team.
Yeah.
But the only problem is most of your players they play second division. Mm-hmm. They play in the championship. But when you look at Turkey, they have really good first division players. Arda Kenan Yildiz, and yet they still lose to Australia.
Yeah.
Bit confusing.
Well,
and then 4-1 USA Paraguay. That game was just amazing.
Amazing game. Yeah, great job to USA.
Yeah, USA. If this Turkey Paraguay game goes their way tonight, at 10, I do think at 9:30. My fault. I do think USA. They're topping the group 100%.
Yeah, topping the group. Yeah.
In my opinion, there's no world well, there is a 1% for me. There's a 3% chance that USA don't top this group because
Yeah.
when you look at it, Turkey, better quality, but when you look at it, Australia beat them. Does this mean Paraguay's going to beat them or something?
Like,
I really think Paraguay can pull it off, even though
Yeah,
Turkey have Arda Güler and Kenan Yıldız.
yeah, but no. Here's but like, and here's like, and I know some of you guys are know this already, but the problem with the thing that makes the thing that makes these national events so important and so
Is you
special-
you need to have really good backups.
Yeah, but you see,
rest.
the thing is that you just have to deal with what you've got, and then you
Yeah, yeah.
That's
you can't like. Let's say you're a national team manager. You
Yeah.
can't force a club team to go scout youngsters from your country.
yeah.
You got to work with what you got. And in Turkey, they don't have a good goalie. That's what they need the most. But at least he's better than Bayindir, to be fair.
All right, yeah. But seriously though, great job to USA. I think you guys are gonna hold up strong. I think they're definitely a team who's definitely gonna make it far in this world. Yeah, you see, he's got his jersey on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I definitely do think USA does have a chance to make it far.
Yeah,
for sure.
they're gonna make it far.
Yeah,